This is a picture of me last month in Atlanta at a Schmodown event. Probably the last big outing I've been able to do since we've all been stuck in our houses. This is a picture of what I'll probably look like by the time we get out of being stuck in our houses. And this is my abuelo, in his favorite place ever, surrounded by women. This is me. This is my abuelo. So by the time I get out of this quarantine, I will look like my abuelo. And this, right now, is my favorite abuelo on television. What up, family? It's your boy Amadou back with another review, and this time I am reviewing the Netflix original series, Gentefied. Now, this follows three Mexican-American cousins who are doing all they can to try to save their Paws taco shop in a fastly gentrifying Los Angeles community. At the same time, they're trying to follow their own quote-unquote American dream. And sometimes, low-key a lot of the times, those two things don't perfectly harmonize, coincide, go together, however you want to call it. It's kind of hard. You ever watch a show that you didn't technically relate to, yet somehow you related to absolutely everything? That's what Gentefied was for me. Growing up as a mixed race child, I was always asked,
what are you weirdos mixed with?
I'd respond, Black and Hispanic. And the same question got asked me every time. So you're Mexican? No. So you're Puerto Rican? No. I thought you said you were Hispanic. Apparently, only two Hispanic countries exist in the entirety of the earth. But being of Argentine descent, I didn't know what it was like to be in Mexican families. Didn't listen to Mexican music, and Mexican food was damn near banned in my house. I did not have Taco Bell. Yes, I know Taco Bell is not Mexican, but it's proving my point. Taco Bell or burritos really of any kind until I moved to California in high school. Then I didn't have any choice. So the majority of Mexican culture is appropriately foreign to me. But the thing that's amazing about Gentefied is that it's so steeped in Mexican culture, and la raza, and mariachi music, and a lot of things that I personally don't relate to. It actually magnifies similarities that many cultures universally experience. A true greatness of the show, and in the current wave in entertainment that's finally highlighting underrepresented cultures, is that it shows that a lot of us go through the same ups and downs in life, no matter how differently the details are presented. And my favorite universal truth that Gentefied proves is that all Viejos, Abuelos, Abuelas, Big Mommas, and Paws are the true MVPs of life.
You the real MVP.
Joaquin Cosio plays Casimiro Pop Morales, the abuelo of the three Morales cousins and widowed owner of Mama Fina's taco shop. And Pop, if Pop isn't the embodiment of love and warmth and warm hugs and everything that just shows the true power of the grandparents. I don't know how else to explain him except, you ever been one of those brave little kids who about to get their butt whooped and then have the audacity to kind of say, I'ma tell Pawpaw, and hope that they save you? You know that little half a second when your parents somewhat pause and then get a little bit madder at you for even bringing that up? That little half a second of saving you from getting your ass beat is the power. Cause ain't nothing saving you from getting that whooping, but the power of the grandparents. And Joaquin, he is extremely powerful in this show with just a look and a smile and everything that he does for his grandchildren. And to have to think about what you want to do for them in order for them to follow their dreams and live a successful life, even if sometimes those dreams are counterintuitive to what you culturally grew up with believing, or having to choose between giving them what they need to find their purpose or saving your family restaurant. These are the types of decisions and conundrums that the show brings up a lot, and especially does it around gentrification. That's why the show's called Gentefied. But the great thing about it is they don't show that one side is better than the other. They don't say all gentrification is bad. They don't say all those trying to stop quote unquote progress is good. They show a middle ground, the pros and cons of both, and the way they balance that type of conversation and the things that are happening in order for Pop to save his restaurant. He's got to change his menu and bring new people in, but those people might drive out your locals. Those type of problems and balancing the pros and cons of each is the same type of balance you get throughout the show, where it's hitting you with really hard topics, but you're smiling and laughing the entire time. And that's because every single character on this show is one you care about, no matter how big or small. A lot of times when you're watching Netflix series or any series in that matter, some shows might want to go an episode or two and follow side characters. And when that happens, you're usually taken out of it. Not for Gentefied. There are 2 episodes that goes to side characters that are so enthralling and funny and heartfelt that it also connects with the main family, but keeps you into the show and doesn't take you out. And it's that kind of balance that makes this one of the most entertaining shows that I have seen in a very long time. Carlos Santos's Chris and Carrie Martin's Anna are 2 of the Morales cousins who carry the storyline, pitting their self-fulfillment against the good in the neighborhood and the good of the family. They are one of many characters who you fall in love with, and you fall in love with their internal struggle to find themselves, whether or not they have their family's approval. But it is JJ Soraya as Eric who is the linchpin of this show. He brings a real depth of character to his performance, making you connect to how real he is. From whether it's his connection to the kids in the neighborhood, to fighting with his cousins to help keep Pop Shop alive, to old R&B renditions to save his relationship with his ex-girlfriend, to trying to figure out how to go from a stoner no good to a father for his unborn child. He is balancing so much within this show while still presenting a well-rounded, funny, dramatic, warm, angry, heartfelt, not knowing where to go with his life, just a real person. And he is the one that connects to everybody within this show to make you fall in love with him, with his family, with the shop, and everything that Gentefied brings to you. You relate to him even when you don't relate to him. In the end, Gentefied is a true representation of life, of real people, and everything that we all as human beings go through. The laughter, the crying, the community, the fights, the arguments, everything that you deal with in your own life, you can see in the Morales' family. And it is so entertaining and so great to watch. This is probably the first time I'm gonna do this on this channel, but I am giving Gentefied 10 out of 10.
Tango el gato, los pantalones.
It's my top recommendation, people. While you're sitting at home doing nothing, go ahead, take the day, watch this show, because you will be finished with it in less than 4 hours. I don't know how many episodes. I can't do math right now. I've been going stir crazy in this house. Alright, family, that was my review of Netflix's Gentefied. If you've seen the show, let me know what you think about it in the comment sections below. Let me know what other shows you've been watching, getting through, movies you've been replaying since you've been stuck wherever you are stuck with. Stay safe, stay home, hit that like button, subscribe, go watch my other videos because you know you ain't doing anything else. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.